Hey everybody, and welcome to the first episode of Let's Glitch Pokemon Blue, a series where I'm gonna glitch the freaking shit out of this game. And I think this series needs somewhat of an introduction, so over to you, future John. So, if you can read the title, you probably know what this is gonna be about. I'm gonna glitch through the game, and I'm gonna try to destroy it as bad as I can. And I want to do it in a let's play kind of manner. I want to talk to you from person to person while I perform the glitches. But there's so much information when performing the glitches, and I also want to teach you stuff. So from time to time I'm gonna pan out to this other sort of view where I talk about the glitches with the help of graphics, pictures and information on the screen, so you understand why the glitches do that way and how they work. So we're just gonna jump right into the first glitch here, and I hope you enjoy it. I'm gonna try to do the glitches in somewhat of an order, but this first glitch is gonna be depending on your name, so if you want to play along, you need to get your name straight from the beginning. So therefore we're gonna do this glitch today first, and the thing we're gonna do today is pretty much based on two glitches. So I'm just gonna show the first glitch now, and then we're gonna move on to the next thing and implement another glitch into this glitch. And it's gonna be pretty awesome. And no, I'm not gonna do the glitch shitty today, even though you might think that, because we are going to the forest zone. Yeah, talk. So now we are here. You know, there's some special Pokemons you can find in this Safari Zone, am I right? But you can't really catch them with Pokeballs. You can just throw these Safari Balls and throw rocks and shit. That's really hard. So we're just gonna go back here, out of the Safari Zone. Yeah, I'm leaving early. So, I want to keep the Safari Balls, you jerk. You are a jerk. So we're just gonna take up our Pokemon thing, jump on our little Spearow here that is way smaller than ourselves. I don't really know how he can carry us. And fly directly to Cinnabar Island. Fly away, bird. Fly away. So we're just gonna go up to this east coast here, press start, select a Pokemon, gonna select Dragonite because he can surf. He actually can't fly in this game, but he can swim apparently. So we're just gonna go up and down this coast here, and something interesting will happen. If I can just find a random encounter. There we go. See? There! A Nidoran. You know, that's not random at all, finding a freaking rabbit in the water. And you can find all the Pokemons that you could find in that spot of the Safari Zone. Isn't that nice? You know, now you can catch them with Pokeballs. Isn't that cool? I think so. I want to find another, a bit more interesting encounter here. That's gonna cut to that. There we go, we got a Nidorina. That's cool. I thought we were going to get somewhat more interesting Pokemons, but we didn't really go that deep into the Safari Zone, so we can't really get to see Chansey or Kangaskhan here. Whoa, that dude is on the roof. That was unintentional, but I guess that's a glitch too. So, when did freaking rabbits learn to swim? And why does this glitch happen? In order for us to answer those questions, we need to know a bit more about the game's engine. When we walk into grass, we will encounter these creatures called Pokemon. All the grass tiles in this game, in every area, is giving you out Pokemons from the same place in the code. But when you change area, this code is overwritten from, you know, the core memory, where all the memory of which Pokemons that you're supposed to encounter in every area are stored. Well, this seems messy. Why do they do this? They do this because the game runs faster this way. You see, this way the game only needs to search the memory one time every time you change your area, and not every time you meet a Pokemon. All the areas doesn't have grass tiles, making it unnecessary to overwrite this code every time you enter a new area. So it's only overwritten every time you enter a new area with grass tiles. The cities in this game doesn't have grass tiles, for an example, and Cinnabar Island is a city and it doesn't have grass tiles. Although On the east coast of Cinnabar Island, the programmers made a mess, because even though it looked like water tiles, it's actually read in the code as grass tiles. So when you swim onto these grass tiles, you encounter Pokemon from the grass tile code, giving you Pokemon from the last area you were in. So that is how rabbits swim in Pokemon Blue. But that's not the coolest thing with this glitch. I'm gonna show you the coolest thing right now. We are currently located to the north of Weirdan City, and we're actually gonna talk to this man here. I had my coffee now, and I feel great. That's great that you feel that way, dude. Sure, you can go through. Are you in a hurry? No, actually not. I'm just recording a video here. I see you're using a Pokédex. When you catch a Pokemon, Pokédex is automatically updated. Yeah, I know that. What? Don't you know how to catch Pokemon? Well, I actually do. I will show you how to do them. Wait, I told you that I know how to catch Pokemon. I have catched a lot of Pokemon in my day, so he's just gonna show us how we catch Pokemon, and by showing, by catching a level 5 wheel, and of course you're gonna catch a wheel because it's a cutscene. Notice that it stands old man here in the spot where usually your name is. I'm gonna explain why later. So we catch the Weedle because it's a cutscene, right? First, you need to weaken the target Pokemon. But wait, you didn't weak that Pokemon, and you catched it? No, that's hypocritical of you, telling me tips that you don't using yourself. That's cheap, man. That's really cheap. So right after that, we're gonna take, jump up on this poor Pharaoh's back, and he's gonna fly us to the Cinnabar Island. Poor Spearow is so much smaller than us, and he needs to carry us all the way to this lonely island. So we are going to jump up on the back of Dragonite, as we did last time, and we're just gonna tour the coast here and meet some interesting Pokemons. Come on now. I said, show yourself, Pokemon. I didn't say that, but I'm saying it now. Come on, give me some. Why don't anybody want to battle me? Seriously though, this is taking ages. It should just... I'm really unlucky here. I'm really unlucky. There we go. Oh, it's an amazing bird. It's an Aerodactyl. And it's wild. And look at his level. Level 180. That is so goddamn awesome, isn't it? So, I'm just gonna try to give him a hyper beam, but he's faster than me, of course. And hopefully my Dragonite can stand the chance to get that hit. Oh, he one-shot my Dragonite. That's unfortunate. Well, let's use another Pokemon. Maybe this dude. Go Mew! Beat him! Yeah, I have Mew, and we got the Solar Beam. Or wait, do you need to... That's stupid, because I'm gonna waste a turn refilling or recharging before it. And I flinched. Anyways, I have actually gonna use my Master Balls, because I got lots of them. And I'm gonna show you how to get Master Balls in these numbers in later videos. But now I just want to catch my Aerodactyl, man. My Aerodactyl. And I have no clue what I'm gonna name it. Let's see, what can we name you? We can name you Queen. That's a cool name. Queen. Hopefully that's Queenie. Hopefully this dude is a guy. I don't remember actually. So hopefully he's a guy now, because he's gonna have that symbol in his name. Anyways, that doesn't really matter. Just gonna shake him out. Queenie. Yeah. Stats. And yeah, so you see, he's a Pokemon leveled 180, and his stats are ripped out awesome. He's type 1 rock, type 2 flying, and he has a few cool attacks. And look at his experience points. This, yeah, isn't that cool? This game is very old, you know. It was created before they invented the light bulb, before they created the wheel, and in a time where memory were really small. And a cutscene is very expensive in memory cost. So this is not really a cutscene. The game is just changing out your information and makes you play this cutscene yourself. Or not really play yourself, because it locks your ability to move and move for you. And change your name out to old man and your sprite to an old dude. But the game doesn't want to forget your name, so it needs to be stored somewhere. And there is no grass tiles in Viridian City. And every time you enter a new area, that code will be overwritten. So it actually stores your name in the code that decides which Pokemon you're encountering upon walking on grass. So when you create your name, you can actually decide which Pokemon you want to encounter upon this glitch. You might thinking, what the crap are I'm supposed to name myself? Well, I'm gonna teach you now. So this first name, yeah, that one, is telling us how your name is working when it's transferred to this new area in the code. The first letter doesn't matter at all, and two letters have exactly the same code length as one Pokemon. So every C and X in this name is equal to one Pokemon. All the C's is telling which Pokemon you will encounter, and X is telling us which level the Pokemon has. You might have noticed that this name has 11 letters in it, but you can only name yourself 7 letters. And that is because they're using the same engine as when naming a Pokemon. But they limited your name because a longer name than 7 will fuck up the dialogue in this game. So the second name here, yeah, that one, is telling us which letter we can actually decide ourselves. Of course we can decide the 7 first letters, even though the first letter doesn't matter. I marked those with a C. After the letters you decide yourself, there's gonna be an end marker, so the engine knows when to stop reading your name. So if your name is less than 7 letters, this end marker is gonna be earlier than in the 8th position. The rest of the positions are empty, and I marked those with a B. So here is my name. I name as a Jewel. The first letter, the J, is not gonna be read. The little U is gonna give us an Aerodactyl, and the L is gonna give it level, which in this case are 180. The end marker is gonna give us a missing no, and the rest is gonna give us an M level 0. In this series I'm gonna name myself Alaniv, because I think that gives us cool Pokemon. So what should you name yourself? I'm gonna link it to a page in the description where it tells you which letters give out which Pokemon and which levels. So why the hell can a Pokemon have a level greater than 100? That is because this game is an 8-bit game, which means that every process contains of 8 bits. 8 bits can have a variation of 256 different values, and level is one process, it's the least it can be, so therefore you can have a variation of 256 different levels. That is why the binary code is written in hexadecimals, because that's only need 2 symbols for 256 different values. And the letter L just happens to have the value it has, which is not really supposed to fit in the level category, which gives the Pokemon a level greater than 100. You don't really need to know this. I'm gonna talk more about hexadecimals in the future, so you don't need to look it up to understand how they work. And to end this off, I'm gonna show you a battle with the almighty M. So that's gonna prove to you that you also can find a Pokemon called M here, as I showed you in the graphics. So we're just gonna meet him, and we're gonna explain some shit about him too. But I just want to have proof that we have him here. And here we have him. The man himself, the M, appeared, and he's level 0. Yeah, and this is so cool. I want one, but I don't want to catch one. And you can actually catch this thing without your game being destroyed, as a lot of people say that it is. So he's fainted, and it gets 0 experience points. And actually, if you try to catch him, you're gonna end up, you know, when you catch him, he's just gonna reappear, and you have another battle with him. That's pretty cool. But anyways, now to some theories. Why are there M in my Pokemon game, you might wondering. The answer is the same as on the level question. There are more values than there are Pokemons. Even though they put in trainers on the same index number as the Pokemon, there are still more numbers than there are valid things. There were many Pokemons that got scrapped during development, and it's believed that data from them are still in the code in these index numbers that don't contain real Pokemons or trainers. Pokemon M evolves into Kangaskhan when leveling up, which make theorists believe that there was supposed to be a Kangaskhan baby in the game. And the baby Kangaskhan kinda looks like a Cubone, with making people believe that the Kangaskhan family and the Cubone family were supposed to be linked together. And that's actually not a theory, because in an interview with the developers of Pokemon, they actually confirmed that they were planning to have these families together. But it got scrapped due to Cubone's mother being dead and all. But they didn't mention a thing about how the tree was supposed to look like. But this Glitch Pokemon actually tells us a bit, because it has the same color palette as Marowak, which of course makes us believe that Marowak was supposed to evolve into Kangaskhan during some point of the development, which make all these evolutionary trees impossible and makes the likelihood of a baby Kangaskhan being a Pokemon pretty unlikely. Thank you for watching. This video took really long time to make, so I don't know when the next episode is gonna be up. And for the record, I do know the most glitches in this game, and if I didn't point them out, like that M multiplies your item, I did that on purpose, because I'm gonna show that in later episodes. And yes, I stole a lot of pictures to make this thing. I didn't make them myself, so I don't want to take credit for them. In the next episode we're gonna take a look at the Mew glitch and do all stuffs with that glitch, so hopefully you tune in for that episode when it comes out. Bye!